So we're going to look at some Keynote tips and tricks now. Start off with some basic shapes and go in and click the plus, then go to the shapes menu, and you can bring in a square, grab the handle, and you can move it and change the size of it all you want. It's really cool. You can do the same thing with a circle. Now a circle is a little bit unique. It will also let you make it oblong and make it change the appearance of it. Now you can do some really cool and unique things as well by combining some shapes. So we're going to bring in multiple shapes in this case, and I've got a green circle here. And we're going to bring in the star and we're going to copy and paste it several times. And we want to place the stars around the circle on top of it, but overlapping. Now you have to be careful. A star is one of those unique shapes that you can change the shape of it and make it unique. Don't forget, you can always undo things. Now, after we got it in there, we're going to go and tap and select everything on the screen, all 5 of these shapes. And then we're going to use the format tool, that little paintbrush, and we're going to go in and combine these shapes and get rid of all the blue and leaving just the green circle without those blue parts. Now, bring in another circle and we're going to go in and make it the same size as the original green circle. And you can use your format tool and go to arrange and move that blue circle behind the green one. Well, now we've got a beach ball. And then if you go in and select everything, you can actually group it together and you can move all of it together like it's in a shape that came. You can also break shapes apart. Not all the shapes, but some shapes you can break apart and do some cool stuff. You can break a piece of it away like you got the crayon, get rid of the tip of it because it's worn down or whatever you want to do. So you tap on it, go to arrange, and then you can break it apart and change things. I want to change the color and make the label different because it's not the same shade as the crayon itself. And then you can tap and select everything and group them back together and move it around just like it was the original piece. You can also do some other cool things and you can manipulate them. So we got this graph going upwards. We can break it apart. Now, not only can I change the color of the line if I wanted to, but I can also flip it and make it go down. And then combine everything back together and it's a single shape again. You can combine shapes as well. We're going to look at real quick at what some of the different options do with 2 circles. So I'm going to put them and overlap them, and we're going to change one. I'm going to make it red so you can see the difference between the 2 pieces. And the red one's on top. And that's important because that's what happens. If you combine them, the bottom color comes up. You can also combine it this way and just combine what's the same. You can mask the bottom one with the top. And you can also get rid of what's the same. Then we can mask an image as well. So we can do some of the same stuff. Go ahead and select everything. And then in that pop-up menu, you can hit mask with shape. And we can get rid of all the rest of the photo and we've masked it to whatever shape we want it to. You can draw and animate as well. So if you tap with the pencil on the screen, it'll bring up the animation tool, the drawing tools. We've got a marker, pencil, crayon, fill tool, eraser, and the select tool, and then your color selector. So I can go in and draw in here. And then with my marker, I'm going to show you a little bit. One of the things you can do is you can change the opacity. Now, that makes it so that things will show up through it, or if you want to, you can just change the tint a little bit. Now, I can also do some cool stuff. I can animate this drawing. So I'll tap on it, select animate, build in, and then do line draw. And I'll actually animate what I had just drawn so you can show that process of how you went through the word hello. You can select and move drawings as well. Now, this isn't just move all of it. So as I'm going in, oops, I put this in the wrong place, but no point in erasing it. I'm just going to grab my lasso tool, circle the word Phoenix, and then just move it. And it's all back together again. I can also draw with the fill tool. So I can not only can I fill in a solid, something that has a line drawn all the way around it, but I can just use it to draw on its own. Now, if I don't like the color of my walls, I can actually go in and just change those. So let's say I don't want a red house, I want it to be blue. Select your fill tool, select the color you want. Green's not really good, I want to go blue. And I just tap on the color, and it'll change the color of that. I want to make the roof gray instead of black, because it's a little too hot. There we go. So, be creative, have fun.